good, dudes? Welcome to another edition of Sky Harbor Live. As is a custom on the show, typically there's a random fire going on, so we always catch it. But welcome everybody. Let's do a bit of a plane spot before we got to go run some errands. So let's get the show going. Smash that like, and let's try and get to 8,800 before I leave today. That's about 40 subscribers. But we are looking here. We have the the Desert Gold livery. Sorry, I just coughed. Man, that hurt. We have American 1635 going to Washington. That is lining up. Yesterday I kind of felt very bad. Felt under the weather. I'm expecting to get a phone call today, so if I do end up getting a phone call, probably leave you guys on like a filler image while I discuss something with somebody. So for the most part, we're here to enjoy some aviation and just hang out. It's almost New Year's. Who would have thought? This year has flown by very, very quickly. And then we do have another special livery. We do have Colorado 1. So this is kind of a collection of unique planes. So let's see. It is 10:39. So let's be on to like 12. How about that, guys? So welcome everybody. Always a pleasure to have you on. My name is Slav. I'm the guy that hosts the show. And they are doing some work on the engine right now of Colorado 1. Pretty cool seeing. So pretty much that's my name, Slav. I'm the show host. You guys will have fun here, learn a lot. For the most part, we like to have fun, look at all the different airplanes, just chat about randomness. The Cleveland Browns made the playoffs, which is crazy to think. Joe Flacco, January Joe came back, and he's leading them to a playoff. It'd be crazy if he actually helped eliminate, if they played the Ravens, it'd be kind of funny seeing them eliminate the Ravens from the playoffs. And ironic, considering he is a former Ravens quarterback. Football's a very, very interesting sport, man. You never know who's going to get hot at the right time. So the parking lot here is kind of getting full at Sky Harbor. I'm really confused. I was watching the news last night and they said today is going to be one of the busier days for people coming back from vacations and stuff. So if you're on the road, be careful. There's a lot of idiots out there. We don't want you getting stuck or being in a peculiar position with some of these moron drivers that we have out here in Phoenix. But yeah, look at that Desert Gold, man. This is amazing. That's a beautiful, beautiful livery. Hey, Kevin. How are you, buddy? Check your email, man. I think I messaged you yesterday. So today we're just all going to hang out for a little bit, or for however long I can be on, man, because I'm still dealing with whatever I'm dealing with right now, and it does eventually get to you. It wears you out, man. They say you're supposed to rest, but I don't listen to that. We have our American Airlines 737 getting ready for departure. having issues with one of my HDMI cables, so if the picture is a little weird, let me know so I can figure out what is going on. Man, this doctor needs to call me. Cool, man. Thanks. Thanks for sending me that. I'll try and get those to you by end of week, next week. When I get off the stream, I'll go to the post office. Like I said, we'll be live for a little bit, figure out what we can do here. Apparently my horizon is still a little messed up. So if I stay for an hour, if I stay for 30 minutes, just know that I'm trying my best, even though I'm not 100% today, to be honest. Close my door. So welcome everybody, welcome to Phoenix. Usually I'm more energetic, but since I'm under the weather, I didn't feel like being at home the whole time, so smash that like button. And I may have to go use the restroom soon. So if I end up using the restroom, I will leave you guys on one of my fillers while I run inside. Drink too much water. All right, up next, we do have what appears to be another Airbus. But yeah, they're still working on the Colorado one. Probably changing a little part on the engine for it. They do work quite a bit. The Southwest planes are workhorses if you think about it. That's the beauty of Sky Harbor. We can get a lot of these close-ups of the ground crew and all that stuff. So up next we will be getting our Southwest 2340 going to Santa Ana. Also, if any of the local Phoenix spotters are interested, I may be opening up a position for a second host on the show. Because I can't keep doing this, man, to be honest. It wears you out after a while. I do my best, but it just kind of burns you out, to be honest. Alrighty, our Santa Ana plane is finally getting into position for takeoff, so let's go take a look at it. Somebody is probably going to be going to Disneyland, because if you think about it, Santa Ana, I think that is that John Wayne Airport? We just missed a 2-for-1, which would be a landing and a takeoff. Hey Scott, hey Marley, welcome back. Oh man. But yeah, this is what we're talking about. Colorado 1 is being worked on. They're doing something to the engine. Trying to figure out exactly what is going on. Bought a new HDMI cable today. Okay, so it is John Wayne. That is like the difficult airport where the planes have to meet like a strict noise guideline, I believe. It's pretty cool to see. Like, they basically take off like vertically and then they shut off their engine until they're over the ocean or idle them or something. I don't know what they do. It's a lot of CRJ action already. These things are the workhorses for a regional SkyWest. Could eventually see them being replaced by the Embraers or most likely the Airbuses. And looks like our Desert Gold has finally filled up. They're going to be closing the luggage. Luggage bin is going to be closed. And then eventually it will push out. So it is our Herbert. Scott, it's actually pretty calm here, man. It's not that bad. Yeah. So I'm actually getting some lab work done regarding an illness. So I'll keep you guys posted what happens with it. So hoping everything will be okay. Hence why I've kind of been down lately, to be honest. And now we have somebody just chilling here. Look at that. Somebody says it's super regulation only because the rich snobs who live nearby. Most of the private jets allow are louder. Honestly, yeah, if you think about it, even in Phoenix, when the FAA changed the flight path, a lot of people complained because it went over an affluent neighborhood and they just wanted to go over like the lower income neighborhoods. So thank you for donating to the parking, Todd. Appreciate you, man. Let me double check what you said since my little Stream Deck does not tell me what you guys say. It's kind of a really annoying part of it. It works really well, but a lot of times it's like, yeah. So Russell Wilson, he has officially been benched. I think I could see him maybe signing with an East Coast team. Most likely signing, like, let's say with the Commanders, or possibly going to Pittsburgh. It could actually end up being one of the biggest trade robberies in history, considering he didn't make the playoffs and got benched his final like 2 games for Jarrett Stidham. But at the same time, I don't know what Sean Payton is doing, because you really can't get much better. You've pretty much handicapped yourself by winning a bunch of games. This person, what you doing? I don't know, thinking about playing stuff. Oh no, what is going on? It's showing that my internet just had a huge drop off. Jesus. Are we live, my friends? Honestly, you never know what's going to happen with this internet here at Sky Harbor. Some days it'll be good, other days it's going to be not very good. And right now it seems like, hold on, I'm trying to do some troubleshooting, guys. What I actually find crazy is we did like 2 long shows and we had no issues, and now like whenever I plan like a shorter show, we have issues. Well, you could be in the same situation as Deshaun Watson. You have that guaranteed contract, but some guy just comes in and then boom, leads your team to a playoff. And we should be maybe lucky enough to get a, there's an A350 here, so I don't know what time they're gonna go. Same with the Cardinals and Kyler Murray. They gave him a huge contract and he doesn't take anything serious. Like, it doesn't seem like he's taking the role as a quarterback seriously, which is eventually going to bite him in the butt. And down below we do have a parade of poop truck slash fuel truck, or vacuum, I don't know what that is. And then on our taxiway, we have a Southwest plane and a United plane following shortly after. I hate those things so much, man. Yeah, Flacco has done a really good job. So the two planes we were looking at are Southwest 1436 going to St. Louis and United 789 going to Denver. And I think we should start getting some more of these other planes coming in. What is going on here? Is Flight Radar spoofing, or do we have two Amazon planes side by side in North Phoenix? I think they're spoofing. So let's look down at our Desert Gold chiller. Also, now we actually have the flight first officer or captain. They're looking at what is going on with Colorado 1. So Colorado 1 might be having some issues, some technical issues. So if anything, they do have a couple of planes over in the other side. So chances are they'll probably go pull a different plane if this thing can't fly in or fly out. What do you guys think they're doing? What do you think they're fixing on there? Okay, they are spoofing, never mind. And towards the end of the runway, we do have our Southwest 1436 that is going to be departing very shortly. Man, this tablet does not like the sun either. Two things that don't like the sun, me and the tablet. So let's smash that like button, guys. It does help the channel quite a bit. And we have Southwest 2897 that is taxiing. It is leaving for San Jose, so also, if you are in high school and are about to graduate, look into trades, man. You can make a lot of money doing trade work. College isn't always a solution for anybody, so become an airplane mechanic, do something with your hands, because you need to learn how to work with your hands. I think over the last 20 years, we've kind of been conditioned to think education is working those white-collar jobs, but the blue-collar jobs is what built this country. And honestly, just learn how to do something, learn a skill, because you never know when it's going to come handy. Up next, we have our 1436 Southwest flight going to St. Louis, and then United 789 for Denver. St. Louis is home to the rapper Nelly. Had a bunch of hits in the early 2000s and didn't pay his taxes. So then he asked for a GoFundMe to pay taxes. Taxes are ridiculous. Like, sometimes you get taxed on your paycheck, and then you get taxed on goods that you buy from your tax money from your paycheck. Alrighty, enjoy St. Louis. Fun fact, when the Cardinals initially came to Arizona, for a while they were still in the NFC East, so they played against the likes of the Giants, the Cowboys, because they were in St. Louis. And then eventually they realigned once they got some new teams, and then we became part of the NFC West with the 49ers. Like, don't get me wrong, like if that money was actually used to help Americans, I wouldn't have a problem with it. But a lot of it lines the pockets of other countries. It's like we have crumbling infrastructure, meanwhile all of like Europe and all of them have like high-speed trains. But I think a lot of the lifestyle that Europe has is basically due to the fact that they pretty much like rely on us for their protection, so they don't have a vast military industrial complex, which is what we have here. So we spend trillions of dollars on military equipment. Meanwhile, there's MiG-21s flying around that are like 70 years old nowadays, still causing havoc. Yeah, politics are stupid. Alright guys. Cool, and looks like our friend that was sitting in the luggage bay has finally gotten down. I like how this has just become a libertarian show. Like, yeah. Well, it's crazy, man. Like, the IRS is like, you owe us taxes, how much? Well, you gotta guess, but if you get it wrong, you're going to prison. Like, nah, man. That's why you got a good accountant. Like, literally, a lot of the wealthy have good accountants to get them away from everything. So, we have Southwest 2897 going to San Jose. I just like how we just went on an entire, yeah. Yeah, it's ridiculous, man. Like, also we learned on the last show that MD is McDonnell Douglas. They make helicopters. So the MD helicopters out of Mesa. Which is pretty cool. I had no idea that they made helicopters. I know McDonnell Douglas initially, they merged with Boeing, and once they merged with Boeing, they kind of started pushing more for a, like a tax thing, not tax thing, like a stakeholder. So like if you're a stockholder, they push stocks over the priority of like the quality build. So as it would any company, I think that's where Boeing lost their way. They started outsourcing a lot of their work, and then eventually downsizing their force. Because I heard from people like back in the day that used to be a really awesome company to work for. They had a good culture, and now it's just been do more with less, as is with every other company. Same with flight attendants. If you think about it, a lot of people don't realize flight attendants, they're not there to serve you drinks. Like, they're trained in case a medical emergency happens or if they have to evacuate a plane. So a lot of times we ignore those safety briefings because we're like, whatever. But you can sometimes look at some of the issues that partake in some other countries, like when they have to evacuate people, how quickly they can evacuate a plane in case of a fire or anything. So treat them with respect. I know sometimes it can be frustrating, but alrighty, enjoy San Jose. Speaking of California, I don't know if you guys saw this by any chance, but Ventura County got hit by some storms, and they had this freakish rogue wave hit. It was literally sweeping people into the ocean. Like, if you get a chance, let me find this and show you guys. This was actually really crazy seeing. Alrighty, our Desert Gold Retro is going to be pushing out. Ventura County wave. Okay. Do they just have the video? Because I don't want to show the news article. Okay. I'm gonna post a news article for you guys so you can take a look at it, what I'm talking about. But man, that is some scary stuff right there. I know I'm not supposed to do this because it gets people off my video. But that is the video, guys. It's pretty crazy. Alright, dude, what is going on with this internet? Alright, guys, are we live? Because it's showing that I am not live. This is stupid. This tablet is giving me all sorts of dumb issues lately. So it's showing zero kilobytes. Okay, we are good. Man, this is so weird. So here we have our Desert Gold Retro. I think, like somebody said, they should do more of these things. What does 5x5 mean, guys? Okay, I gotta monitor this stream. So I'll explain to you guys on the story one of these days what goes on behind the streaming. Because some days it does not work the way it's supposed to. So we have our Desert Gold Retro, and then we have our standard Southwest. Okay, cool. Thanks, Kevin Reed. We have Southwest 1048 going to Pittsburgh, but the Desert Gold Retro is going to be departing for Houston. Alright, my friends, let's get that bad boy up in the air. Also, our friend Jamie of Just Plain Fit is in London, so hopefully he is enjoying the city and enjoying New Year's with his family. He deserves it. The guy works so much. I don't know, do you guys like the fact that I track the plane almost all the way to the point up? And then I do try my best to not to like make sudden movements for you guys, because I would hate for somebody to do that when I'm watching, because then you get super sick. So smash that like button. It does help out quite a bit, guys. You don't understand. Okay, what is going on with this Amazon plane that's supposed to be coming in? I'm pretty sure something's going on with my flight radar, because it's literally freaking out, man. Part of me wants to go to San Francisco to do a stream, but also part of me is afraid that I'm going to get robbed in San Francisco. So it's pick your poison type night. The Bay Area has kind of gone downhill. Oh, the Amazon did land. That's why it landed north. So we're going to get American 540 going to Spokane. That is going to be our next flight. But I think over there we do have a Delta A350, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe a smaller plane. We did catch United's A321, which a lot of people like, and I've seen a lot of plane spotters take photos of. Somebody says they're stepping some poop in San Francisco. Honestly, I think last time I was in San Fran was 2018, and the unhoused issue was kind of bad then, but from what I'm hearing now, it's actually getting really, really worse. let's see. Okay, this thing is being stupid. It's showing a 767 on final, but I am seeing nothing on final. Usually I can see the planes, but oh, he's at 25,000 feet because I'm not very smart. Never mind. It happens. I should maybe read. Yeah, San Francisco has some really beautiful parallel landings. That would be awesome to film. I gotta check with a couple of the spotters up there and figure out what the spots are. We have a lot of heavy activity above us at like 20,000 feet or so. So up next is American 540 going to Spokane, and then Southwest 781 going to Raleigh-Durham. Oh, we shouldn't be saying anything in Phoenix. We kind of have an issue too here. The other day I ended up on the news talking about air traffic control shortages. It was the most hilarious article. They interviewed me for like 30 minutes and they used like 15 seconds of it. Which is surprising because I didn't use any of my sentence enhancers that I typically use. And sentence enhancers are, yes, they are swearing. I'm Eastern European, we use those quite a bit. Alrighty, Mr. Southwest, and we should be getting our Southwest 781 to Raleigh-Durham. You can rent a boat? Huh, that'd be interesting. Then we're gonna get Delta 27, 52 to Salt Lake City, and then our Desert Gold to Houston. Are you guys busy down in Tucson, Scott? Or is it kind of slow for you guys? And for our members, I did post a video yesterday. Hopefully you guys watch it. I did a little interview with the pilots of the C-47 at the Commemorative Air Force Museum. Very nice and very educated guys. So we're playing to Salt Lake City, and then we're going to get our Desert Gold livery going to Houston. Honestly, that is one of my favorite museums. Everybody there is super friendly. The planes they have are pretty amazing. Kind of a hidden secret here in the valley. People forget about it. It's nice that the city of Mesa helps them by having those hangars for them. I promise I'll do more of those videos. Alrighty, Desert Gold retro livery. Off to Houston they go. Yeah, I've been meaning to go down there for to go to the Pima Air and Space Museum. All right, looks like they're making some progress on the work of Colorado 1. As you can see, there's a ladder. Man, just shows you the size of the engine. A human being just crossed out of it. So if you think about it. So Colorado 1 is having some work done on it. And let's take a look at our handy dandy jet tip to see what we have coming in today. Colorado 1 is supposed to depart at 11:37 to Fort Puerto Vallarta, but we will have Flair Airlines departing at 12:10. So that is going to be our departure, and then after that, we'll hang out for a little bit more. So no, thank you guys. Thank you all for tuning in. It's always fun to have you on the show. I would set up the secondary camera, but yeah. Also, one of my coolest experiences I got to do a few years ago, I ended up going to Pinal Air Park with my dad. We got the opportunity to tour the place, and it was pretty cool seeing all the history just sitting there, like the Evergreen International planes and all that stuff. It was during the time when a certain airline retired a lot of their 747s, but walking underneath the planes was pretty crazy. Like, I'm 6'3", and literally I could walk underneath the 747, and I think the coolest part about it was the old 747 that used to belong to Trans World Airlines, the 200. Like, we went inside there and there were literally magazines from like when the plane was in operation. So kind of giving it a little bit of a filler while we wait for our next lineup of departures. That was an awesome experience, and all because I bothered somebody to a point where they're like, all right, just show up here and I'm gonna let you in. So persistency sometimes pays. Yeah, it's I'm glad they're kind of opening it up to people, but at the same time, people need to realize the couple of federal agencies still train there, so don't do anything stupid because you don't want to catch a charge. A lot of plane spotters don't realize that, hey, there's areas that are off limits for a reason, so let's keep it that way. So up next we have SkyWest 4830 going to Sacramento, then followed by American 1691 going to Dallas, Fort Worth. Yes, I'll actually post a video for you so you can see it. I've been meaning to message him again and try and go again, but haven't had time, man. I work so much. If I'm not working on my day job, I'm working on my business, and then top of it, trying to go through flight school. So flight school is kind of taking a back burner while I finish some client work, but the client work is what's going to put me through flight school. So it's, I feel like I need an in-person ground school, like where somebody will give me assignments, because this whole thing, like, I'm not very good at online classes, to be honest. I need some structure about it. There goes our SkyWest to Sacramento. Hey Linda, how are you? Alrighty, we have our Dallas-Fort Worth flight that is about to depart. Also guys, remember when we had the show a few months ago when the river was running? That was crazy, man. Like we had a bunch of rain last year, to the point where the Salt River was actually flowing again, and it was actually pretty cool seeing it. It gave kind of a San Francisco vibe when you were spotting from the canal, and the water produced all these like crazy lighting effects. Got some really beautiful photos back then. I did message the airport museum about doing an exhibit for plane spotters. So I did a nice presentation for them. Hopefully they bite onto it. And if they do, I will probably reach out to local spotters about having their work featured. Honestly, that's how I am too, man. I'm more of an in-person individual, because if I have to do online classes, I will probably be distracted and watch another YouTuber named Post10. I literally ended up, I'll try to tell you guys, I ended up watching a guy unclog drains, and he has millions of views. Literally, all he does, and he goes and unclogs drains, which is like, makes no sense, but the magical YouTube algorithm at like 2 a.m. takes you to some very random places. So that's typically how it happens. We have SkyWest 3194 going to St. George, and then American Airlines 1437 going to not available, which is okay. Yeah, the YouTube algorithm can sometimes take you to the most random things. And you know your phone is listening to you when you like mention like an ad, and then all of a sudden you click on there, you're like, oh wow, I talked about Pop-Tarts, and look, now I'm all getting these Pop-Tart ads. But for those of you not wondering what was going on, let me see if I have a video of when the canal was running. I think I still have a video on my tablet. We had some crazy shows in the past. It's been a good year, honestly, like learning how to do the stream better and improving. I have shots of Jason working. But yeah, this is what our other spot looked like when we had the river going on. So that was pretty much what it all looked like. And now we're getting a second line of planes lining up. We do have our Delta showing up. But yeah, it was actually quite beautiful being there at that time. But that's what it was like. And then I think one of the coolest things that I got when we had that thing going on. Let's see. I think this is a throwback from the other show, but we would get these like little Cessnas coming in. But these are the effects I was telling you about. Like we would get the military aircraft over there, and it actually ended up looking quite cool. You could actually see all of the water there. And we do have a 787 coming over the bridge in a second. Most likely our Hawaii flight, but you can see now we are about to get that American airline rush. Usually in the morning it's Southwest. And then we have our Honolulu bound flight. But up next, we're going to get American 2454 going to Santa Ana. I like showing you guys the most random stuff I've seen on the show. Yeah, it was honestly a wild year of streaming. I still think it's crazy how silent the 787 is. Like the plane, for how large it is, that it makes virtually no noise. It's quite amazing. And our flight to Santa Ana is about to depart. Followed by American 2876 to who knows where. Flight radar hasn't been very good when it comes to showing you where they're going lately. I gotta protect this tablet from the heat, so in 1 minute I will be right back, so it doesn't overheat. I have this little umbrella that can protect it for a little bit. It's an umbrella that goes in my cart, my production cart. But for the most part, I've used it quite a bit on these streams. Yay! Okay, there we go. But it may limit our view. It's okay though. Now we have a giant umbrella over there. The show that keeps on showing. As we wait for more action to show up, let's look down at our ground crew that are pushing out another Southwest 737. The hardest working people, man. Holidays, rain, sun, shine, they're always there. Up next we do have American 2352 going to Fresno Air Terminal. And then we have American 2646 going to Cabo. So let's go take a look at our flight that's going to FAT. I flew to Hollywood Burbank Airport. I really like the fact that you go outside. It reminds me of like back home. And we have our flight to Cabo. As you can see, the true size of the 787, it is absolutely massive. I believe the 787 is the successor to the 767 lineup for passenger service. So right before our Dreamliner, we have a couple more planes. We have American 1860 going to Bakersfield, and then SkyWest 3261 to Santa Rosa, and then Southwest 502 to Denver, then our Honolulu flight. Then we may be getting a 767 going to Lakeland. Oh yeah, man, this umbrella is actually providing relief to our tablet, which is crazy. How's everyone's Friday going? Are you guys, do you guys have the weekend off, or do any of you work in hospitality where you actually have to work? So welcome everybody, smash that like, it does help. I know it sounds kind of annoying that we constantly have to say it, but according to my YouTube thing, it tells me I have to say it. So then we will be getting two big planes, a 787 and a 767. You will see the difference in how loud each plane is. Adios, baby bus. Look at you. Okay, now let's see this pushback. As our ground crew works diligently. Retired? I'm off this week and be spotting up there tomorrow. Are you going to be spotting in Phoenix? If so, let me know the time. Maybe I can come and meet up with you. We have SkyWest 3261 going to Santa Rosa, then Southwest 502 to Denver, and then we will get our big boy. I gotta go to a holiday party. I got invited to a holiday party at a airplane hangar. They're gonna be offering us helicopter rides. The joys of being a YouTube Z-list influencer. We are working on a website, so stay tuned for that. We're going to be sharing some stuff with you guys on there. We have our flight to Denver, and then we will be getting our 787 taken off next. And from the looks of it, I do not see our Colorado 1 plane departing anytime soon. We actually do have the flight crew. Talking to them, they may be switching planes. So if you're just joining our show, sorry, we are following the developments around this plane, and apparently something is going on with its engine. And we do have our 787. That is crazy, man. There's gonna be a lot of angry people if they get delayed. And we are waiting for our 787 to power up, after which we will be getting Southwest 324 going to Oakland, and then American 2122 showing not available. And I hope this umbrella holds. Hi, Kate. Yeah, if anything, if I'm out in the morning, come say hi, man. I don't know how I'll feel, but maybe I can come in and do like an early sunrise show for everybody right before. Honestly, yeah, they're having issues. They're still working on the plane, and we'll see what happens. Dreamliner is still waiting. And you can see it's kind of a warm day in Phoenix. You can see all the heat refractions. You would think it would kind of be a cold time. Like this time last year was like in the 40s, but we're supposed to be in the 70s today, so. And our Delta is supposed to depart at 12:35. So the A350 will probably most likely be our last plane that we show you guys. Alrighty, our 787 to Honolulu is departing with its mighty wing flex. Also, if you haven't already, check out Level Flight's new video. A lot of beautiful planes you can see on there. So majestic. Over there, we do actually have our Allegiant Airlines. They recently started flying to Phoenix. For the longest time, they were actually based in Mesa, at Mesa Gateway Airport. And then, not too long ago, they started service out of Sky Harbor. Up next is Southwest 324 coming from Oakland, or going to Oakland. And now another waiting game, my friend. Thanks, Kev. I try my best to get the best possible shots for you guys. Oh boy, is it getting busy here? And the answer is yes. So welcome everybody, welcome to Phoenix. My name is Slav, I am the host of the channel. I am running into my vehicle to pull out a secondary camera for you guys so you can see the person that is hosting the show. One thing that's kind of disappointing nowadays at Sky Harbor, seems to be a lot more garbage at the garages. Like whoever ate Chick-fil-A here before me, you're a jerk. Pick up after yourself. Your mom isn't here to clean up. Alrighty, let's get this bad boy up in the air. It is a Boeing 737 MAX. It does have a bit of a interesting start to its flying career. Almost similar to the DC-10. If you guys know how the DC-10 went, they had their hatch issues, and they had a couple of issues with just other things. I'm not going to say the C word on here, because it's bad mojo. It's kind of like a standoff right now with so much traffic. They don't want to block the bridge or anything. 15 planes lined up now. Yep. How do I do this? Picture video, HDMI. next. Subscreen, next. Good. Done. Oh, we got this done in time to catch this plane. I do have a bit of a little umbrella set up, so that umbrella is going to actually keep the tablet cool. The other day when I wasn't live, I was just taking photos. I did see an A321 by Delta Airlines aboard its takeoff. And I was confused. Maybe something happened. Then it went back to its gate. And apparently now there's a traffic jam over there. So what's up, everybody? You can actually see the person that is hosting the stream. So my name is Slav. I am actually the host of the show. So thank you for joining us in Phoenix. I look a little tired and beat. I didn't get much sleep last night and it's been a busy day. But thank you for taking the time to join us. Let's look at some more planes. As I pull out my phone, I'm a one-man show, so it's a little bit more difficult than other people. But we also always try and have fun. So up next is United Airlines going to LAX, United 2614. So let's go to our full look, so people don't think I'm an AI robot. Now you finally get to put a face to the person that is talking to you guys. I'm gonna try and get home by like 1:30, get my gear ready for a shoot. Maybe tomorrow if I'm here, Scott and I can do a show together. We can do an hour with Slav and Scott. How about that, guys? And I think they should be allowing this Legion plane to cross the runway soon. I would think they would. Okay, what is going on? Are we flipping the runways, guys? What is going on? What in the world? Honestly, I have never seen anything like this, to be honest. What do you guys think is going on? So now they're using all of the taxiway. All right. I guess we're getting a runway flip, my friends. Well, that was interesting. I believe they're trying to alleviate the backup or maybe flipping runways. As you guys know, Sky Harbor is a very efficient airport. So they do try and get these planes out as soon as possible. So I'm confused as why we have such a backup. Also, one of these days, I'm going to spend an entire evening time or daytime collecting some cinematic footage of the airport. So you guys will get a lot of slow motion stuff. So we should be getting SkyWest 3283 going to Hermosillo. Hey, honestly, as long as we get a bit of a show here, that's all I care about. I want it to be a little bit busy before we go off because we have like another 30 minutes of the show. And we do actually have our 767 operated by ABX Air. Yeah, this is the randomness at Sky Harbor. You never know what you're going to get. Our plane with the engine issues is officially fully delayed right now, ladies and gents. Our Colorado 1. So up next is American 2423, showing not available. And we have Eccles de Ermine livery. That is going to be our Frontier flight. Oh, that's weird. I would hate to be on that Allegiant flight. I think they've really sat there for the last 30 minutes. No, actually 15 minutes. But in plane talk, that's 30 minutes. There you go, you close the door. Not sure what's going on with that. That plane usually comes during Christmas and then just departs. It's the MRISE, the 757. That is the private 757 we are talking about. It's the Taos airplane right over there, or whatever it's called, the company is called. And up next we will get American 826 going to Charlotte. That is going to be our next flight. And on the north side, it appears we do have a large plane, most likely Air Canada, coming in. Nope, it's our 777 from JFK. Who knows what they're doing? Sometimes I've seen them flip the runways out of nowhere, so. But at the same time, we're here to have fun. Let's get a few more planes. And at the end of the day, we can say we streamed today, we had fun. Tried my best to host a show under my illness. whole process is over there. All right, let's take a look at what the next bad boy is going to be. Looks like we have American 1163 going to, I'm not even pronouncing this word, Zio Tejano or whatever. And then we have SkyWest 4834 going to Yuma, or our Frontier 2083 going to San Diego. And then we should be, in a few planes, be getting that 767 taking off, operated by ABX Air, going to Lakeland, I believe. These little baby buses. Man, a lot of planes, one after the other. It's almost hard to even read where they're going. So just enjoy the action right now, guys. And we'll be getting our Alaska Airlines flight either to Portland or Seattle, one of the two locations. Also, in sad news, Kalitta Air Charters is going to finally retire their last 727s. I read that on the plane news somewhere. So that is it's going to be wild. Or it's not surprising. There are older planes. Parts are getting harder to come by. And they've been in service for like, what, 50, 60 years almost now? A lot different with cargo variants because they don't have as many cycles and they're not used as frequently as our passenger planes. Okay, our Frontier flight to San Diego is next. And I'm pretty sure they're going to get these planes out ASAP now. They're pretty much caught up. Frontier and Southwest usually take off super fast. That's pretty cool how the doors just close, man. You think about it, the technical aspects of a plane are pretty fascinating. Whew. Man, what a day so far. And up next we have Southwest 611, also to San Diego. And we just had a United Airlines 737. Looks like it has a little wardrobe malfunction. It landed. Has a different nose cone. Looks like it has a beak. So our Southwest of San Diego, most likely We'll show up like a couple of minutes after the Frontier flight. I think they had to allow for spacing in between the flights, so that's why they waited a couple of minutes. Which is crazy if you think about it. In those couple of minutes, that Frontier flight probably has like a 20-mile advantage for them. That's the crazy thing about air travel. Like the whole sky becomes like a little mini highway. So a lot of the air traffic controllers, they got to keep the operational aspects of it very, very safe. And up next, we will be getting our Alaska Air Horizon flight that is going to be going to San Francisco. And finally, after waiting all that time, our Allegiant flight is making its way across the runway, along with the United with the wardrobe malfunction, as we call it. Look kind of ridiculous. Looks like a Pokemon. And an update on Colorado 1. It was supposed to depart 10 minutes ago. They're still working on the engine of the plane, so it's officially delayed. I don't know what the rules are, but at what point do they get a different plane? Sounded like some planes have been taken off from 2.6. But we are looking at Horizon Air going to San Francisco, and then American 332 going to Chicago. And then we'll probably, once that 767 departs or the rush clears up, we'll probably call it a show, ladies and gentlemen. So let's try and get to 100 likes before I leave. I used to always think Southwest would be the cheapest option, but lately I've actually been finding better rates with like United and American. Let's watch this bad boy push in. Let's see how well they hit these lines. Not bad. Woo! Wearing a black shirt was not a good idea. I am pulling in heat. What is that? That was a Falcon. I'm like, I see a 3-engine jet. And we have Spirit Airlines that is pulling in, the banana. And then up next is Air Shuttle 6176 going to Houston. And then 1089 going to Midway is Southwest. and we will have our 767 going to Lakeland. This is operated by Mesa Airlines. They were once a dominant force at Sky Harbor for regional flights for American. Now they've been kind of just sent to Houston. They lost their contract and are providing regional service for United. Kind of sad because it was a local company and they managed to screw everything up. If I'm not mistaken, I think their CEO that did all this stuff is, yeah. Happy New Year, Slav and fellow plane nuts, says Tom. Yeah, we've had quite a lineup of planes, man. It's been a interesting thing. Tell us how you really feel, Scott. We are getting our 767. That is off to Lakeland. The plane is 40 years old, manufactured in 1983. So smash that like button, subscribe, click the notification. We're a fun and different stream. We like to ramble about sports. Today we talked about taxes and how they're a scam. Alrighty, let's see. Colorado 1 is still being worked on. Early in the show we caught them working on the engine. Something is going on with the engine of Colorado 1. The plane is officially 30 minutes delayed. Trust me, man, honestly, I think we would get in a lot of trouble if we spoke what we really feel about taxes. Listen, we have fun. That's how I call it, plane talk. We talk about planes, life, and the Dallas Cowboys, who are going to probably choke away against the Lions. But speaking of the Detroit Lions, how crazy is that? They get a new coach, they instantly get a new culture. Wish the Cardinals would do the same. So we have SkyWest 3190 going to Redmond, and then American 2782 goes into Mazatlan. And then right after that, we will get American 501 going to Mexico City. But we will be getting a Brasilia departing, an Embraer Brasilia operated by our friends at Ameriflight. They are. Everyone's like, I hope the Cowboys choke. Tell us how you really feel about the Cowboys. So our next flight is to Mazatlan. And then Mexico City. Honestly, that franchise they have the worst luck. They'll look like world beaters and then lose to like one of the worst teams like the Cardinals. That's what happens when you have a lot of pressure on you. It finally catches up to you. This is the little umbrella I was telling you guys about. We added it on there to protect the stream deck because we are directly in the sun. And our rush of planes is coming to an end almost, as we have our flight to Mexico City getting ready to depart. Then we will be getting our American 1994 going to LAX. And let's see how far away that A350 is from departing. And that will probably be our final plane, which is going to be the A350. Ended on a high note with some large planes. Hey, Ben guy. Alright, we have a Delta plane getting ready for push out. It's the A321. Morning, man. Alright, let's move this over here. It's amazing how much that airflow cools off the everything. Our flight to LAX is next. Or is it LAX? Not sure. I'm getting a call, guys. Give me a second. Maybe somebody I was waiting for. No poop truck. Well, we did have poop truck action earlier. We had a parade of poop truck, but right now, kind of been a chill, poopless day, to be honest. And for those of you guys that are new here, we do have a hero on the channel. It is the poop truck. Oh, actually, there you go, my friend. So it's the individual that clears out the rubbish out of the planes. Oof. Man, I bent down and I just feel the poop truck is here, my friends. The poop truck is here. So up next is American 684 showing not available. Then we're going to get Volaris going to Guadalajara. Volaris is one of our international carriers at Phoenix Sky Harbor. They operate services to Guadalajara in Mexico. And I kind of like their livery. It has like this like out of focus thing on there. Looks pretty cool. Oh boy, do I have a cool idea for a stream next year, or just a chill stream. I'm gonna be working on it, and when it does go live, I think all you guys will appreciate it. What is SCIS? That's cool, man. Yeah, I was given an opportunity to work for the airport as their media communication specialist, but they wouldn't allow me to have my business, so I was like, nah. In today's world, you need to have the ability to have a side hustle because everything is expensive. Buying milk is like, you have to donate like 2 liters of blood for it. And off to Guadalajara they go. A lot of people are going to have to go through customs that are on this flight. And And the poop truck is departing after feasting on the flavors of the flight. And up next we should be getting our okay, cool. That's cool, man. Thank you for keeping everyone safe. So up next is Southwest 3226 going to Long Beach. And we get American 2301 going to Philadelphia. And afterwards, we're going to be getting our Canadian friends going to Edmonton on board a WestJet. And our Delta Airlines is taking off at 12:35, and then we will be getting our Air Canada at 12:25. So we will end the stream on a very strong note of Heavies. It's kind of hilarious thinking that we call that the strong note of Heavies. As you know, Sky Harbor really doesn't get that many wide bodies. Adios, Southwest. And we did actually have a new flight come in. So let's take a look at our hard-working ground crew that are going to get this bad boy unloaded. I believe this guy is holding up a protector for the luggage door so nothing scratches the plane. I think that's what that is. I could be totally wrong, so correct me. And then up next we'll get American 2109 going to Vegas. And then after that, American 663 going to Kona. Man, I keep coughing. Vegas and Kona. Vegas is a very random airport. Like, I will never forget when I got out of there and you could actually see people like gambling at the gates. Like, wow. Addiction is real. It's going to be a short flight to Vegas, about 43 minutes. And then our flight to Kona. I wonder if the Air Canada is going to come on in time. We have about 13 minutes till Air Canada departs, and then our Delta A350. Right now, let's see what luggage they're going to start unloading. Then we'll be getting our Sun Country Airlines going to Minneapolis after we see what we have on the flight radar in a second. And in typical Air Canada fashion, they're probably going to be late. And our Delta is showing 12:35 departure time. So our WestJet friends, our Canadian WestJet friends, are up next. I still think it's kind of cool that some of the 737s have their wheels just going to the body. I think it's primarily save money and it helps cool off the and looks like we do have a business jet departing. Alright guys, we do have our Delta A350 pushing out. It is one of our services to Atlanta. It's a seasonal service, so it kind of gives us more of a different feel at Sky Harbor. It's one of our larger planes that you guys will see. Take a look at our Minneapolis flight. Good old Sun Country Airlines. When I first started streaming, I thought they were a new airline. I didn't realize they've been in business for 40 years. They're pretty popular in Minnesota. Alrighty, A350, you are getting ready to depart. Such a cool plane though, look at it. And we should be getting the Air Canada 787 on the other side. But we just did have a Delta 757 land from Atlanta. And on the departure we have Contour 3304 going to Page, Arizona. What are they doing? Oh. They're sucking something out of it. Might be the poop truck. But in other news, update on Colorado 1. It is still being worked on. Now more and more people are showing up, which is not good right now. Hey Nord. Yeah, I'm still kind of down, man. So thank you, Nord. Thank you for your donation. You and Todd have paid for the parking for today. Appreciate you guys. Hey, Nord, on my description, click on the email and send me your address. We are looking at our A350, which is going to be our big plane that's going to be departing. Like I say, we are trying to build up a community here, guys. So we see Southwest 2456 going to El Paso in the background, but we will be getting our 757 that just landed from Atlanta coming in. So either way, we're going to end it on a good note with a large plane. goes golden, guys. I wish I could show you the other side, but I have a gigantic umbrella protecting my Stream Deck. And our A350 is pushing out. Hey, Bradley. And we will have Delta 383 going to JFK next. It is one of their newer A321 jets. It is the Neo that has the raccoon eyes on it. And Bradley is waving to everybody. This was the plane last week that ended up like just randomly aborting. And up next looks like we have our Alaska Airlines. Alaska Air 603 going to Seattle, and then we're going to get a Key Lime Air going to Cortez, and then Delta 2256 to Seattle, so 2 Seattle flights. I like Alaska Airlines. I think the merger with Hawaiian is going to be pretty good for both companies if you think about it. Because then they'll give them more options for flights, and I think for all of the people that fly with them are going to end up getting more benefits. Typical Air Canada fashion, delayed. So up next we have our, what is this? We have our Fairchild, which is 21 years old, departing for Cortez. Alright, they have started the engine for some weird reason, or doing something with it. The drama of Colorado 1. It's like a telenovela. The officer looks defeated, to be honest. He's like, dude, I want to get out of here. So if you're tuning in, Colorado 1 is having some issues. We will be getting Delta 2256 going to Seattle, and then after that, our Delta Airlines to Atlanta. Yeah, they're doing something. Hopefully the plane does take off today, because from the looks of it, don't feel like it will. Alrighty, our Air Canada has come on alive. So we'll get an A350 and a Dreamliner to top off the show, ladies and gentlemen. And our hotspot is actually working really well. I am so glad I put that umbrella on the tablet, because then I can feel that this thing is working. Alright guys, I do see some luggage being taken. Maybe going to Colorado. Nope, different plane. And there goes our Delta for Seattle. And here comes the big boy. The A350. We had a Dreamliner, now we're going to get an A350. We're going to get an Airbus, a Boeing and Airbus. Alright guys, what is that? Is that another special livery we see or no? And we do have our Maryland 1 coming in for a landing. One of my favorite liveries by Southwest Airlines. Such a beautiful plane, man. Alright guys, looks like we have a successful engine repair on our Colorado 1. It was about an hour delayed already. Whew, that's crazy. Then we will be getting our Air Canada Dreamliner as probably our final plane. But as you can see, what began during the start of our stream is ending almost at the end of our stream. And oh my God, it's a special city today, my friends. I need to get my camera out. Go, go, go. Yes. At least have batteries in here and a memory card. Yes, we got everything. We have Louisiana 1. That was cool. Sorry, you're hearing like a machine gun sounding fire. So, all right, guys, here comes our Maryland 1 livery. I'm using a Canon EOS R7. And the necessary evil, Spirit Airlines. They're not evil, they're a good airline. Spirit A is about to push out. Oh man. So hopefully you guys are having fun on the stream. Yeah, I have the EOS R7 with the 24 by 105 2.8 lens. It's actually a really good lens that we have. And I shoot also with a couple of other cameras. So our Air Canada Dreamliner is getting ready for its departures. Oh, we had a purple poop truck that just disappeared. Man, these things are fast. You say we have a limited edition poop truck, but apparently not. Kevin Reed says the banana and strawberry. So up next we have Southwest 2962 going to Chicago. Then we'll be getting our Air Canada Dreamliner, and then we'll be calling it a show. So now special thanks to all you guys that spent the time with me. So let's catch those last few planes. Remember to be good people, don't be jerks. If I don't see you this weekend, Happy New Year. Like the show, subscribe to it. I like to have fun, and if I wake up in time tomorrow, maybe I will give you guys a sunrise show for at least like an hour. Since people really like those sunrise shows. Also, I need to prevent myself from spending $2,500 on a camera body that I do not need. I already have a cinema camera, I have a Red that I don't even use. Alrighty, our Air Canada is not the traditional livery, it is the black and white livery that they have. With the visor. Air Canada has been providing us with some heavies. They're 787s. Anytime, man. Honestly, as long as you guys are watching, that's all that matters. Like, I want you guys to have fun on the stream. Because I'm constantly opening and closing my door. No, that's what it's all about, man. Like, I try my best to communicate with all you guys, so if I don't answer questions, just keep in mind I am by myself and I'm either doing something to keep the show going well, and my nose is like heavily running right now. So from the looks of it, looks like we will probably be getting our Colorado 1 departing. But no, like I say, guys, like, it's all about us hanging out. We're building a little bit of a community here, so No, I appreciate you. I know there's so many other plane spotting channels, so I always try and make mine a little bit different. It's unorganized chaos, but we have fun. We talk about pop culture, a little bit about everything. So there's a like button and a subscribe button. That does help us out quite a bit. It's free, and it does help the YouTube algorithm get new people on here. So I know some of you guys have been fans since day one. I appreciate you guys. It's been a crazy year and a half of doing this. A lot of learning experiences, but like they say, we only get better. And if everybody was good at it, everybody would be doing it. So let's go back, catch these bad boys departing. The Banana will be our last plane after this one. Thanks, Sean. Yeah, I'm supposed to be going to a doctor one of these days, man. So just getting some stuff looked at just to make sure I'm good. Preventative maintenance, as I call it. So we will have our next 3 flights is our United 2466 to Chicago. Then our Dreamliner is going to Toronto, and the Banana is going to Vegas. And the skating Banana loves the banana. I made a joke that Spirit Airlines is American Airlines for people that can fight, and that actually pissed off a lot of people. So I'm going to refrain from those comments from now on, because apparently people take stuff way too personal nowadays. Also, if you are a local plane spotter, we do actually have a plane spotter feature that we will be launching on our show. So if you'd like your images to be featured, we have an email in the description. Click on the description. We have an email. Send us some of your favorite images, and we will actually be popping some of your favorite shots on there, my friends. So if you get an opportunity, click on that stuff, and then your photos will pop up when it's a little bit slower. So it gives it a little bit of a different feel, gets you guys more invested in it, and it'll help show off some of our local talent here at Sky Harbor or throughout. So if you'd like to be featured, these are some of my works, and my friend Leo shared some with us. So hop on it, we'll share it with the world. So with that being said, we do have our United plane lining up, and let's get this bad boy rolling. Oh, I didn't know that. We have a Justin Trudeau fan here, huh? So it's designed to look like a bird who lives in northern Canada. That's cool. Oh, Justin, you are a character. Now I'm gonna break my rules of politics here now. And look, the engine does have a different color. Oh, actually, no, I was wrong. I thought the engine had a different cowling. Alright guys, so second to last plane. So the Black Air Canada visor is designed to, so it looks like the whatever bird, a bird who lives in northern Canada that has the black visor on its eyes. Somebody called Spirit the Greyhound in disguise. Man, I watched this guy do a ride on Greyhound, and it is sad how they treat their people, man. How they treat the customers. So this Dreamliner is 5 years old, manufactured in May of 2018. Let's get this airborne and go to Vegas, and then after that, we'll call it a show, my friends. Man, this umbrella got really hot. Good thing I put this thing on. Yep, I did. It popped up on my like random thing on there. I don't know how those guys do it. Like every time I try and vlog in person, I feel like a total tool bag. But those guys do make a lot of money doing this stuff, so. And here comes our Dreamliner. Alrighty, Dreamliner. Oh yeah, that was quite the video. Alright friends, we are awaiting the banana. Wait, does the banana have a different color engine cowling? Yes it does. And we are awaiting our banana to depart. So special thanks to all you guys for joining. Should be a fun departure for the Spirit. So I'm gonna go get some food after this and then get some rest because still kind of feeling under the weather. So keep a lookout. Maybe we'll go live tomorrow, and if not, maybe I'll just come take some photos and we'll do something. So let's get the Spirit departing, and it should be quite the fun journey. So we've been on for 2 hours, which is, and Colorado 1 has been fixed apparently. It's a peeled banana, somebody says. So anyways, anything you would like me to improve on the show, guys? Because I kind of try and keep it different. I don't want to be a copycat of everybody. Any other cool features you'd like on there? Comment and I'll take note of it. Also guys, I gotta show you something. We do have our new stickers. So this is our new sticker, my friends. So it has a little 747. Let's see if I can show this thing better since I don't look like a idiot. So this is our new sticker. It's actually a photo, it's an outline of a photo I took of a 747 departing. It's small, it's about a 1 inch by 1 inch. Has our name on it. So if you're a member, there's on the description, you can actually click for the email and email me. As a member, I'll send you this. So it's a way of me saying thank you to you guys for continuous support. Alrighty. The banana is getting ready for departure for Vegas. And with that being said, we will call it a show after the banana takes off. And the peeled banana for Vegas. So yeah, keep an eye out on the page. And that's when you'll know when I'll be live next. So thank you guys. And if you're looking for more aviation content, in about a minute I will post a link on there, so you guys can visit one of our friends' videos. He does some great work. So with that being said, I'll leave you with this so I can share the video with you guys. love. So this is your next video you guys can check out. As I posted, go support our friend. And if you are looking for another show, Scott Lewis does have some really good videos as well, so he does have an entire playlist if you guys need something to watch of full flights. So I'm dropping you guys a couple of links. So there you go, guys. I'm wondering why yours didn't post. There you go. I didn't click send. So the gentleman that just commented, that is his channel, so. So with that being said, bye friends.